Hey Pokemon pals, Smudge here, and today we're embarking on a journey through the tall grass of nostalgia. Do you ever get yourself thinking, man, I haven't seen that Pokemon in ages? Well, my friends, you're in for a treat because today we're shining the spotlight on the unsung heroes of the Pokemon world. Get ready for Poke Forgotten, unveiling the hidden gems. We're going to take a journey through the realms of Pokemon history, where we dust off the Pokédex and rediscover the Pokemon that maybe, just perhaps, slip through the cracks of your memory. We're talking about Pokemon that didn't get the fame they deserve, the ones that have been chilling in the shadows, patiently waiting for their time in the sun. So, grab your Pokeballs and join me as we delve into the depths of the Pokeverse, uncovering the tales and quirks of Pokemon that are as rare in the spotlight as a shiny Charizard. It's time to remember the forgotten, the overlooked, and sometimes the downright obscure. Kicking off our list with Aggron, this steel powerhouse entered the scene in Generation 3. Close your eyes and picture this. Let's take a walk down memory lane. A cute little Aeron evolves into the sturdy Lyron, and then it transforms into the Steel Colossus Aggron. It's like Pokemon puberty and steel armor. Aggron loves a good challenge, and its Mega Evolution takes that love to a whole new level. One fact about Aggron, its steel armor can withstand extremely high temperatures. It also evolves from Lyron starting at level 42, and Mega Aggron, its Mega Evolution, gains Filter as its ability, making it even more tanky and useful in battle. Next on the list, the dynamic duo Nidoking and Nidoqueen, Generation 1's royal couple, if you will. They were introduced in the inaugural generation. These poison ground types, they can learn moves that would make HM slaves blush, okay? With a unique gender dynamic and versatile movesets, they're a regal power couple of the Pokemon Kingdom. They share the same typing. Both Nidoking and Nidoqueen both are poison and ground. However, Nidoqueen can only be female, while Nidoking can only be male. They also both have access to a wide variety of moves, making them versatile battlers. This initially was why they became so popular as well, as they were very versatile to use in battle. You could really use almost any move with both of these Pokemon. They were super useful, and we will never forget them. Moving right along, we've got Meganium next, the gentle giant from Generation 2. The Johto starter Chikorita blooms into this majestic creature, which it looks like Palworld took a little spiff on. Look at this. Look at this comparison. They look like the same thing. But anyways, Meganium is like the Pokemon therapist. It calms other Pokemon's emotions with its soothing aroma. It's the Sauropod of the Pokemon world, bringing a touch of grace to every battle. A little more about Meganium. Meganium is the final evolution of the Johto starter Chikorita. Like we mentioned before, this is actually a thing. Its soothing aroma can calm the emotions of other Pokemon around it. Also, Meganium's design is inspired by the Sauropod dinosaurs, giving it a unique and majestic appearance. Now, let's talk about Darkrai, the Nightmare Pokemon. Making its debut in Generation 4. Darkrai is like the enigmatic figure of the Pokemon world, associated with dreams and nightmares. Legends say it can trap people in never-ending nightmares, but hey, at least it's got style with that, shadowy vibe. Some interesting facts about Darkrai. It's known to induce nightmares in humans and Pokemon, both. It's part of the Lunar duo alongside Cresselia, bringing balance to dreams and reality. Darkrai also starred in its own movie, The Rise of Darkrai, where it played a pivotal role in the battle between Dialga and Palkia. Number 5, Togedemaru. Here's Togedemaru, the Generation 7 electric hedgehog Pokemon. This little guy is like the Pikachu of Alola, but with spikes. Togedemaru loves to roll up into a cute, spiky ball. It's like the hedgehog version of Sonic, but with a zapper attached, so watch out for those spiky cuddles. Togedemaru can generate electricity and store it in the spikes on its back. It's also known for curling into a ball and rolling around like a hedgehog. Togedemaru also has the ability Iron Barbs, making it a prickly opponent in battles, and it is also number 700. Next up, we've got Kabutops, the resurrected fossil Pokemon from Generation 1. This ancient warrior is like the Jason Voorhees of Pokemon, with blades for arms. Kabutops has been rocking those scythes since the prehistoric era, proving that being fossilized doesn't mean being out of style. Kabutops is the evolved form of Kabuto, one of the original fossil Pokemon. It has scythe-like arms that it uses for swift and powerful attacks, and despite its aquatic appearance, Kabutops is actually a rock and water type. Time for some Generation 8 action with Urshifu, the Wushu Pokemon. This powerhouse has got some serious martial arts moves. Urshifu is like the Bruce Lee of Pokemon, throwing punches and kicks that make Hitmonchan jealous. Choose your style, single strike or rapid strike, and let the dojo battles begin. Now, I know Urshifu was just in a recent game, and it is also in Scarlet and Violet, but only if you purchase the DLC. Urshifu has two different forms, single strike style and rapid strike style. It's also the signature Pokemon of the Galar region's Isle of Armor, and Urshifu can learn the unique move Wicked Blow, single strike, or... Now, let's talk about Armaldo, the Generation 3 ancient Pokemon. Armaldo is like the resurrected fossil warrior from a distant past. Once a sleepy Anorith, it evolves into this mighty bug-rock combo. Armaldo is the Jurassic Park escapee you never knew you needed on your team. So, Armaldo is the evolved form of Anorith, another fossil Pokemon. It's also a rock and bug-type Pokemon, combining ancient strength with insect-like agility. Fossilized Armaldo can be revived from the claw fossil, bringing it back to life in all its prehistoric glory. And how did they leave out Onix and Steelix? Time for some Steelix, the Steel Serpent Pokemon from Generation 2. Steelix is like basically the upgraded version of Onix, rocking that steel exterior like a metallic boa constrictor. It's like the James Bond of Pokemon, sleek, tough, and ready for action. Watch out for those jaws, they can crush rocks like a snack. Steelix is the evolved form of Onix. When traded holding a metal coat, it is a steel and ground type, making it resistant to a wide range of attacks. And in the Pokemon world, Steelix is known for digging deep tunnels and creating complex mazes. Now, let's walk down the runway with Furfrou, the Generation 6 Pokemon that's more fashion-forward than a runway model. Furfrou is like the Pokemon version of Vogue, with its customizable styles that range from just rolled out of bed to high fashion chic. It's basically the Pokemon that can rock more hairstyles than I can in 1 year. Furfrou's appearance can be trimmed and styled in various forms, with its own name and benefits. It has the ability Fur Coat, making it extra resistant to physical type attacks. And Furfrou's design draws inspiration from poodles and other fancy dog breeds, making it a canine style icon in the Pokemon world. Finally, let's round off our list with Samurats, the majestic samurai Pokemon from Generation 5. Now, this generation as a whole, all three of the starters are kind of forgotten about, but we believe that Samurott is probably the most popular out of the three. Oshawott evolves into Dewott and then transforms into the fierce Samurott. Samurott is like the Pokemon Shogun wielding its sword-like scimitar with grace and power. It's the warrior that never needs a suit of armor, just a cool shell. Samurott is a final evolution of the Unova region's water starter, Oshawott. It's a water fighting type, showcasing both elegance and martial prowess. Samurott's design draws inspiration from sea lions and samurai, creating a unique and powerful aesthetic.